Found an instrument cluster here from F150, so we can get this pulled out. It does have select shift, so we're going to have to get the select shift shifter. This one doesn't have that. It's got the center console shifter. We're not going to convert that, but we do need to get the select shift shifter from another truck. But first we got to get this one out. Got the trim panel out. You can take it out. 2 7s there. Pulls down. There's a 7 here, there's a 7 there, there's a 7 here and here. And we can get this instrument cluster out. And we got the instrument cluster out. Pretty easy to take out. A helpful tip here: cut the pigtail so that way you don't damage any of the pins when you're throwing it around in your bag. Alright, found another truck here with the select shift transmission shifter on the column. A little dirty, but it's in a junkyard, so that's going to happen. So far right now we got 3 bolts on the bottom. They're 7/32, really small, probably 5.5 millimeter or something. 7/32 works good. And we're gonna get this thing taken apart. All right, we got the column shroud taken off. The boot just snaps in, pulls back, and we just got to unplug the pigtail here, and then there is a bolt right there. We just got to take out. Got everything unbolted up the top. If you don't think you need it, go back a little bit more. You might need it. And got that unbolted. Comes out. Now we have a shifter. Before we can get this put in the truck, we need to make sure it's nice and clean. So a little quick edit here, and ta-da, it'll be done. Bam, done. I just gotta get this installed, get the instrument cluster swapped out. We're going to get started on this. Of course, it's dark, and I'm still sick with COVID, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. So we're gonna replace this control here with the normal buttons. We're going to pull out the old style instrument cluster, and then the shifter, we're going to replace that one with the select shift shifter. So we got to take off this piece here, pop the airbag off, and then pull the instrument cluster out as well. Alright, so you want to make sure that the battery is disconnected first, otherwise the horn's going to go off, wake up all your neighbors, because it's late at night and you're working on the car. Alright, first up, getting the airbag out. Use the 9/32 Allen key, and there's these little holes right here. You just stick it through until it pops out. There's one on the other side and there's one on the bottom. It comes through here, pushes up against these, knocks them out. So now we gotta take off the switch panel here. So we gotta unplug it here, push it out, get a new one in there and plug it back in, set the airbag in place, pop it on. And we got the old switch panel out. So just stick a little wedge in here, pry this back out, and then folded it over to get out of these little nubs that it's locked into. And so we can get this new one inserted the same way. The new control piece put in, airbag pop back in place. Now we get to work on pulling the trim off, so we can replace the shifter and pull the instrument cluster out. To take off this cover, there are 3 bolts here that are 7/32 or metric, some sort of 5.5 millimeter. And then loosen this, and we're going to have to snap all of this apart. We got the top piece off, unplugged the harness here from the shifter, pull the boot back. There's a single bolt here, the T30 or the T27 will work, and then take that bolt out, unplug it, and old shifter's gone. There's our new shifter assembly installed, bolted down. Got the wiring pigtail hooked back up. Now we gotta work on pulling the instrument cluster out. Got the steering column console, put everything back together here, and we got a 7mm bolt here, and we're gonna pull this trim down away and fold it back. We got that trim panel taken off. Now there's 4 more 7mm bolts here, and one down over here, and one down over there. We got the instrument cluster pulled out. And we're going to take this, pull the back panel apart, see if we can figure out the odometer, copy the odometer onto the new instrument cluster so we have the same mileage. This is the back side of the nicer instrument cluster for the F-150s. Just got to take these little snaps, pull them off. The whole back side lifts up. And that piece right there, that's the EEPROM. This little white dot signifies the number 1 pin, which needs to match the red wire here. So as long as this matches up, you just put this on here. It's kind of hard to see, but that chip is marked 24C32. And it's also marked IC501. I just put this on here. It clips on, make sure it goes up underneath. And now that is mounted. So we can do a read or a write to the EEPROM. This is the back side of the regular base model instrument cluster. Once the back cover is removed, the EEPROM on this is right here. The number 1 pin is right where it says R102. This little green dot, that's number 1. That little pin sticks out just a little bit further than the other ones. This chip is kind of hard to read as well. So it is marked 24C16. Same thing. We got to put this on here. Number 1 pin is red. So on mine, actually had to cut off the corner piece of the clip and then remove the top half of here, which is just take these little snaps and pull them off slowly. There's a lot of gears inside of this you don't want to lose. Once this is off, it gives you enough room to get this on here completely to get a good read, and you can get the code of the EEPROM for the original mileage you have. We have our download of our instrument clusters. This is the lower one is the original instrument cluster, the old style. Top one here is the new download of the new one. So the new one has 143,502 miles, which in kilometers is 230,944. The original has 67,460 miles, which in kilometers is 108,566. So we need to select our vehicle. 24C16 is our EEPROM chip. And we have to input our kilometers here of 108,566. And that gives us our hex code of 20FB. So we find our 20FB in our file down here. And every time it says 20FB, that shows the computer the original miles. It's in there 5 times. We need to figure out where the miles is on the new instrument cluster and then input 20 FB in where that is. So we figured change this to 230,944, and the hex code is 4613. So everywhere versus 4613, we need to replace 4613 with 20 FB, which would then look like this. 20 FB. So saved another bin file right here. Then we uploaded this bin file into the instrument cluster with our programming file here. Everything's put back together. Shifter's in. The odometer correct, everything works. Put it in drive. That works. And we just got to go through Forscan and remove a couple of the options in this instrument cluster this truck does not have, such as the backup sensors and the trailer brake controller, so we don't have that warning when it starts up.